Hey YouTube, this is Jay in Storm Counter from Team Shadow Strike, and I have another deck profile for you guys, and it's not Kagero. I just got done deck profiling 4 Kagero decks back to back. So next, we're going to be doing another deck profile, and we're going to be doing it over another clan that I've dabbled in before, and it is going to be the Royal Paladin clan, and it is complete, guys. A funny story, if you watched my, I can't remember which one of my Kagero deck profiles I did, but I said that I had a really bad day Monday, and I did not almost go to my locals, but I ended up going to my locals, excuse me, and I ended up getting everything I needed for my X deck. I also was able to pick up everything I needed to complete this deck, which was really nice because I really wasn't sure if I was going to build the Royal Paladins, you know, until G2 came along, but I'm glad that everything did come together the way it did, and I was able to build this deck because I really do enjoy Royal Paladins. I always have. And before I even get into this deck profile, I need to say something directly to one of my YouTube followers, and that is Dark Moon Tamer. I am going to get so much shit from you in this deck profile. I know it. So in the comment section below, you specifically, I know you're going to just rip me a new one because I unfortunately placed some cards from a certain archetype that I have done nothing but badmouth to you in our playful back and forths, and just go ahead, I deserve it, but I tried to find ways around it, but trust me, I did. I experimented with about every other way that I could have, but this is the best and the smartest way to do it, and I'm always for the best and the smartest way to do anything, so here we go. So here we go on my Royal Paladin deck profile. I have not playtested this yet, but I have all confidence in it that it will do just fine. So we do have the Stride deck here, and we're going to start with the main deck. So first off, also shout out to my good friend Tyler for trading me these beautiful Ultimile sleeves. I think these Ultimile sleeves are absolutely amazing. So for the starting Vanguard, we play Shining Knight Milius. His ability is Generation Break 1. Counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul, and if you do, select a grade 2 from your deck and superior call it to a rear guard. Really good card. We're getting back to what Royal Paladins were really known for, and that is their superior calling ability, and their superior calling ability has now just gone through the roof. I really do like this deck, and I got to admit, from the G anime, I'm really starting to like Xion, and I just like how all of these Royal Paladins look. I just like how everything's a knight now. It just looks so cool. So, Milius. For the triggers, we play 4 Burning Mane Lion and 4 Knight of Flash for 8 crit. Then we play 4 Margal for our draw trigger. His ability is when he's put into the soul, you may select one of your Royal Paladin units, and they gain plus 3k. And then also we play 4 copies of Healing Pegasus for heal triggers. Now, one of my most popular things is a lot of people have, I do play 7 crit, 5 draw, 4 heal in a lot of my decks. The reason that you only need 4 draw triggers in this deck is because you superior call a crap ton. So 4 draw triggers is more than enough. You could essentially try 12 crit in this deck, which I might actually one day, but right now I'm like, the 4 draw triggers, I think, are definitely something that you do want. So, grade 1s, we play 4 copies of Holy Knight Guardian. This is the new Perfect Guard from G1. Whenever these can only protect your Vanguard, keep in mind, but when the attack is through, if there is another copy of her in your damage zone, you may unflip 1 damage. So this deck does counterblast a fair amount, but it is you do want to play this Perfect Guard if you do have them. So if you are going to play the new Royal Paladin stuff, I highly suggest you picking up some of these. Next, we play 4 copies of Laurel Knight Sisylas, or Sisylas, I guess. his ability is when this unit is placed on rearguard from your hand, you may reveal a grade 3 from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to one grade 3 card with Altamile in its card name, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck, choose a card from your hand, and discard it. So, it can help you search out your Altamile grade 3 if that's what you want. And also, when this unit is discarded from your hand, while paying the cost for Stride, it gets +2 to the grade, so it becomes grade 3. So you just discard it, and it immediately becomes the cost for Stride. And here we fucking go with the cards I thought I would never say I was playing. I play 4 Jewel Knight Saber Me, which is the Royal Paladin Limit Eraser. So, when this unit's on the rear guard, any Limit Break 4 abilities can be activated whenever. So, yeah. 2 Archer of Heaven's Towers for the final grade 2s, which it's a Generation Break 1 that attacks for 10k if you've strode at least once. So it can be a boost until then, or it can serve as a 10k attacker. I didn't know what else to make these last 2 slots, so that's what I went with. So, grade 2s, we play 4 copies of Knight of Twin Sword. His ability is Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if this unit is boosted, you may counterblast 1. If you do, search your deck for one grade 2 card not named Knight of Twin Sword and call it to the rear guard. So this card can help you build up a field pretty easily, as long as you've strode at least once, which you'll do probably on the turn that you ride grade 3. Next, we play 4 copies of Transmigration Knight Breed, which is another Generation Break 1 unit. Generation Break 1, whenever this unit attacks a Vanguard, he gains +3k, so he becomes 12k. And then finally, we play 4 Absolute Blade Knight Leverot. Now, there is something that I know that is going to come up, is why am I not playing Knight of Fragment, which is a Generation Break 1 unit that when he attacks, he gains +2k, and if his attack hits, you Soul Charge 1 and unflip a damage. The reason is because I only have 1 copy of that card, and I really don't believe in playing just 1 copy of anything. So when I do get my playset, I will make changes. So, which those changes, honestly, will probably be 2 and 2, because I do like the 10k vanilla. So I probably will take 2 of these out for 4 Knight of Fragment. So, but until then, this is what I'm playing with. So, but I will have those Knight of Fragments pretty quick. So, and then for the grade 3s, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. For the grade 3s, I play 3 copies of Pure Heart Jewel Knight Ashley. Go ahead, Dark Moon Tamer. I know you're never gonna let me forget this. I know, but this is the best option for the other grade 3 for this deck. I would be playing 4, but I only have 3. I never thought I would, in my life, have to find a 4th one of this. So if I do, I will make changes. But this right here is the best option to play other beside Altamile, in my opinion. I'm working on a Majesty Stride deck, and once I finally find something I like, I will let you guys know. But Pure Heart Jewel Knight Ashley, her ability is Limit Break, Break Ride. When a Royal Paladin rides on top of this unit, it gains +10k and a crit, which is, it really is good, the Break Ride skill, I will admit. And then her second ability is when she attacks a Vanguard, she gains +2k. So combining her, which is why I play 4 Saber Me, which is because, so if she's my Vanguard and I ride her first, I can Break Ride really quickly, and the quicker I can get that skill off, the less likely my opponent is to guard it. And then finally, we play 4 copies of Blue Sky Knight Altamile. And I even have 1 signed Altamile that I got from the trial decks. You may notice that I have 4 triple rares, and that's the reason is because I actually bought 4 of the trial decks, because I refuse to play 2 triple rares and 2 commons. I just cannot do it. So, for Altamile, Altamile's ability is Generation Break 2. During your turn, all of the units in your front row get +5k. So if this is your front line and you've strode at least twice, all your front row units get plus 5k, including the Vanguard. So that is pretty good. So, and then his second ability is, during your turn, when your G unit strides onto this card, you may pay the cost of Counterblast 1. If you do, choose up to 2 cards from your hand and call them to separate rear guards, and choose up to 2 of your units, and those units get plus 5k. I will point out that you do not have to superior call units to get that plus 5k, and also, if you do choose to superior call 2 units from your hand, you don't have to give those 2 units the plus 5k. You can give plus 5k to any of your rear guards, so just keep that in mind. So 4 Altamile and 3 Jewel Knight Ashley, which will eventually be 4 if I do find another one. But this was the best way that I could see the deck working out, because if you do ride Ashley first and you do have Saber Meat, when you do see your Altamile, you can just go bam, right over, get into Altamile, get plus 10k and a crit, so he becomes 21 and plus a crit on the first turn you have him. So it is the best option, guys. I mean, I toyed with Soul Saver, Alfred, everything, but I just kept looking at this going, this is the best option, and I knew the second this video hits my channel, and Dark Moon Tamer, who I have done nothing but say that Jewel Knights are, you know, second class as a clan, as an archetype, that she would rip me a new one. You know, because I've always been told that this card is just going to, you know, Dark Moon Tamer's done nothing but tell me that this, you know, is a good deck, and in the hands of some people it is, but I just never was able to get past that Jewel Knights to me ruined Royal Paladin until the Seekers brought him back. Thank God, you know, the new Royal Paladins. Even though I have to use the Jewel Knights, they still hold that classic Royal Paladin feeling for me. Some of you might be wondering why I'm not playing the Jewel Knight Grade 2 that some people have been using in Japan. The reason is because I would then have to play a lot of Jewel Knights in my deck, and that is just not going to happen. So, sorry, Dark Moon Tamer, but my limit for Jewel Knights in this deck will be 8. So, next we're moving on to the G Zone. So, we play 4 copies of Shrouded Divine Knight Gablade. Now, this is only because I don't have 2 more Atmos. If I did have 2 more Atmos, I would turn 2 of these into Atmoses. But I don't have any more Atmos. I only have 2, and that's in my Kagero Stride deck. But if I did play this in a tournament, which I will eventually, 2 of these will come out for Atmoses. So, but anyway, his ability is Stride. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, search your deck for 1 grade 2 or greater and call it to the rear guard. Out of all 3 of the G units that came in the Royal Paladin, Neo Nectar, and Gear Chronicle trial deck, this is the best one in my opinion, because it applies the most pressure. Mystery Flare is going to happen rarely, the Neo Nectar, and, you know, but I essentially think this is the best one, but that's just my opinion. But Forca Blade, and then the thing that really shocked me is the G unit from G1. I went into my locals Monday and had none of, and I walked out with 4 of them, which was absolutely amazing. And for the last G unit is I play 4 copies of Holy Dragon, Saint, Below Dragon. So I was able to pick all 4 of these up, all 4 of my perfects, at my locals Monday, which was, you know, absolutely amazing. So Saint, Below Dragon, Stride. His ability is choose a face down Saint Below Dragon and flip it face up. This unit gets plus 3,000 for each of your rear guards until the end of turn. If the number of face up cards in your G zone, which is 2 or more, so you're going to want to stride into this guy first, and the number of rear guards you have is 2 or more, this unit gets plus 1 critical until the end of turn. So this is pretty devastating, actually, because say your field looks something like this. say your field looks something like that. Let me fix this up so you can actually see it. So say our field looks something like this. Say we've already strode. Say our G zone looks something like this. Say we've already strode into this. So let's say we discard a grade 3 or, one of our Sicilises, and we stride into Saint Blow Dragon. We could counterbless 1, superior call these 2 units and give them both plus 5k if we wanted to. And then we could go attack with this because he gained plus 5, so he would be 14, and then plus 3, so 17. And then we could use this to call out something else if we wanted to. So we could go 17, and then we could go. His ability is obviously flip a face-up copy of him up in the damage zone, and then since there's 2 face-up cards in the G zone, we can activate his ability of he gets plus 3,000 for every card, for every rear guard you have. So he's already gone from 15 plus 11 to 26. So now he gets another 15k. So 26. I am terrible with math, so give me a second, guys. I'm not going to try and add that in my head. So we've gone from 2,600. So now we're going to gain another plus 1,500. Or 15,000. So now he's 41,000. So now he is 41,000 plus 7. So now he's 48,000 plus a crit, which is very hard for your opponent to guard. And then we're going to get our triple drive check, and we can give some triggers to this because we can split our triggers up evenly between this unless it's like 1 or 2 to pass, because then we can go 14, 21, activate skill, superior call another one, and then maybe if this has another boost, that is a pretty devastating round of attacks. So Saint Blow Dragon is very, very good. So that is my Royal Paladin Stride deck profile with Jewel Knights. I never thought I would ever be actually using Jewel Knights. I guess never say never, right? So anyway, guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did bringing it to you. So in the comment section below, you might have to scroll down quite a bit, because I imagine Darkmoon Tamer is going to leave a big one, because I'm playing Jewel Knights after all the shit I've said about him. So anyway, guys, in the comment section below, make sure you leave any questions you have, all your feedback, and anything else that you would like to suggest that I make a video for you guys. I always love making deck profiles and videos for you guys, so if you have a suggestion for a video, simply leave it below, and if I do end up making the video you suggest, I will give you a shout out in that video. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video, and I will see you next time.